Welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today is June 2nd, 2025, and we're analyzing Bitcoin, symbol BTCUSD. We'll cover breaking news and then dive into the charts. According to recent news, some analysts predict Bitcoin could reach $180,000 to $250,000 in 2025. However, Bollinger Bands warn of potential danger, suggesting a possible drop below $100,000. Also, trade war fears and increased tariffs are impacting the crypto market, as we can see on the charts. Let's start by examining the one-day chart to get a broad perspective. Looking at the one-day chart, we see a lot of volatility over the past year, with some large swings in price. We can observe a significant rally starting around February 2024, followed by periods of consolidation and correction. The most recent candles indicate we are somewhere in a channel, trading between 67K and 72K. Let's zoom in on the more recent price action, starting in January 2025, to get a better view of the more recent trends. Here, the price reached a high around $112,000 in May, but has since retraced to around $67,000. This pullback could be attributed to the concerns over trade wars and tariff hikes, which is mentioned in the news. The price seems to have found support around $60,000, and if that support breaks, we could see further downside. Let's now look at the 1-hour chart for a more granular view. Switching to the 1-hour chart, we can see more short-term price fluctuations. There is a clear consolidation pattern forming, suggesting indecision in the market. The price is currently hovering around $67,700, and we need to watch for a breakout above or below this range to determine the next direction. If the price breaks above, we could see a retest of the $70,000 level. A breakdown could send us back to test support around $60,000 or lower. Now, let's narrow our focus even further by looking at the 15-minute chart. This time frame helps us identify very short-term opportunities and potential entry/exit points. Looking at recent 15-minute candles, we observe some choppy trading with no clear directional bias. This reflects the uncertainty in the broader market due to the factors we discussed earlier. However, it seems like there is a resistance near 109K and 107.5K and support around 107K. We should consider both bullish and bearish scenarios. On the bullish side, if Bitcoin can break above $72,000 and sustain that level, we could see a rally towards $80,000. And potentially the analysts predicted $180,000 to $250,000 range by the end of the year, though that seems unlikely in the short term. This would likely be driven by increased institutional adoption and positive regulatory developments. On the bearish side, if Bitcoin breaks below $60,000, the Bollinger Bands warning could become a reality, leading to further downside towards $50,000 or even lower. Trade war escalations and negative regulatory news would likely fuel such a decline. For now, it is range-bound, and we should wait for a breakout or breakdown. Also, look for news and the U.S. deficit as possible driving factors.